Hello, it is me, Commander Useless. Again, as always. I'm always here. Hello, Nonpostumus. Good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you, truck, for driving by as soon as I started talking. Ionic, welcome as always. It is also good to see you. Sorry for being a couple of minutes late. I was messing around last minute with some Elden Ring modding. Been doing that on my spare time. It's quite fun. One of the things I just fixed was the camera that it shows when you try and lock on to some really large enemy, because normally in Elden Ring you can't see crap. You see like the legs of the enemies you're fighting when they're big. If you can click on my suspiciously long link here, you can see that I fixed that problem. Hooray. Nonpostumus, I survived my doctor's appointment I mentioned yesterday. Hooray! Survival! Congratulations, Nonpostumus! You get a gold star. Seriously though, good job. Yannick, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing okay. Minor headache, but hey, what ain't new? What ain't new? I got some iced tea prepared with me. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I gotta set up my controller because I restarted my computer, naturally. Which means it has reset my controls. So let me do that before we have technical difficulties. How about? That'd be a good plan. Today, we are going to continue with Ghosthunter. At least for a while. I'm going to try to get my usual 2 hours in, but much like yesterday, I might get really sleepy. We'll see though. Also, congratulations to me, this is my 3rd consecutive day streaming again. I think we're finally getting into a normal schedule. Hooray! Yatta yatta! See. Nonpostumus. Another thing too, I was returning from my shopping trip and almost got dive-bombed by seagulls. You know, that reminds me, when I lived in Stockholm, we had this like shopping center right below where our apartment complex was. So you take this really steep hill or steep road slope down to the shopping center. They had this like outside fountain, right? Like a little, they had some park benches around it, and during the summer, they would have that thing blasting away. The thing is, surrounding it, there were some trees. And there were crows nesting in one of those trees. And I think at some point, they must have laid eggs because they got fiercely territorial. This was the point in my life when I was actually wearing a hat. I used to have, like, Stetson hats on my head because I'm weird. And more than once, I would have to literally duck as, like, a crow comes flying at me, trying to peck my head. And once I actually ducked just close enough to it like dive-bomb my hat, and it just flew like several meters away onto the road. I was like, shit, no, my hat! That was terrifying and kind of hilarious at the same time. And ever since then, I wanted all birds in the world dead. Fucking birds. It's traumatizing, man. Oh hey, I got an update for my nightly build. Yeah. Go for it. Pretty cool that it auto updates. And a good evening to you, blah blah 1985. As always, it's good to see you. Yannick, I had to duck go. What's a Stetson hat? Oh, it's like it's not really a cowboy hat, but it's like a large, it's not a fedora, it's larger than that, and it's just like circular. I like them. I still have my straw in my 100% cotton Stetson hats. I just don't wear them. The straw hat was for the summer, and the cotton one for winter. I was a weird guy back then. I mean, I guess I still am, but yeah, I like hats. Hats are stylish. What can I say? Non-posthumous, people are not wearing enough hats. No, I think you're right. Speaking of Stetson hats, there was a problem at one point, because I ordered my hats from a company in Germany that, like, handmade them, and they were awesome. Problem is, they didn't sell enough hats because their prices were kind of outrageous. I like them, though. And so they went bankrupt. And after they went bankrupt, all the personal data of people who purchased at their store was leaked and sold further. So we started getting lots of spam calls and crap like that. Thankfully, that's the worst of it, you know? It wasn't like identity theft or anything, but it was pretty bad. So that sucked. Blah blah. 1985, I have a black/white checkerboard fedora somewhere. Ooh. Now that is fancy. Alright. Oh, we still got half a minute. Never mind. So yeah, something interesting, for those of you who play Elden Ring anyway. When, we still didn't know when Elden Ring was really going to release, but we were kind of getting spoon-fed new information for a while. You know, like a few months before it actually released. I had this specific idea of how the game was played, because we were told a lot of things during interviews, like, oh, Elden Ring is going to focus more on the RPG aspect of the game. It's going to be less like a Souls game. It will still have the challenging moments, but you got more, like, exploration stuff to do. This is very loud. There we go. So, yeah, like, I expected more of an RPG with a Souls-like gameplay mechanic, so to speak. Or gameplay mechanics, I should say. But as you all know who have played Elden Ring, it's basically Dark Souls 4. It's less distinct from, say, Sekiro and Dark Souls, or even Bloodborne and Dark Souls, than Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It just feels like Dark Souls 4. And while I do really like Elden Ring, I think it is a very good game. I wanted it to be more like the way I imagined it. And after playing a mod called Elden Ring Reforged and being very happy with it and also very upset with it, because a lot of the changes made were... I just didn't agree with them. I thought, hey, how hard could it be to mod it myself? Turns out it's pretty hard. But I'm doing it, and I made some massive changes already. The idea is to make it feel more like a traditional RPG and less like it's completely focused around challenging gameplay. So I am compensating by taking out some of the challenge, by giving it a bit more fun. That's the way I want to play it anyway. There's enough challenging games out there. We got lots of them from Software. Why not have one that's a little more, you know, fun? So I've made lots and lots of really big changes, like kind of reworked how defense works when you level up. One stat in particular, strength in this case, actually yields more defense than anything else, so you can kind of create a tank build that way. But to compensate, upgrade paths like Keen, which is dexterity, will actually deal more damage in general. Heavy upgrade paths will have less damage, but they will actually have better the better ability to break postures and break guards and stuff like that. So there's a lot, like, to compensate. I'm also making almost all the buffs and heals in the game AoE, so you can perform them on your allies, making them much more useful, etc, etc, etc. I've also added the upgrade affinities for pretty much every bow in the game, which did not exist before. You could not put any affinity like cold, poison, bleed, or whatever on your bow before. It's a lot of stuff. But I've been ranting way too much. It's been 13 minutes, so why don't we abruptly cut the music? Make sure I'm recording the right window. That might be a good idea. You never know. And let's start up our game, Ghosthunter. Let's hope I did this right. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, okay. It's gonna look a little cropped because last time I set it up to work with a different resolution. Like this. That should look okay. Yeah, that looks good. Come on, useless, so you're making Final Elden Ring 2. 22. Yes. Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Gonna take a sip of my iced tea here. Okay. Ah, yes. I remember. It's more like Bloodborne Kart, no possums. No, I'm just kidding. Super Elden Ring Turbo. What is my mission? I don't think that's the last thing I had to do. Whatever. I don't have much health. It's a little dark, isn't it? Let's fix that. Oh wow, that just made it worse. Oops. Whatever, we'll just keep playing like this. I'll play Super Bloodborne Kart 64. Yeah, I know, blah blah. Everyone's waiting for Bloodborne Kart 64. Won't be good. If I remember right, we were first captured by 3 stupid goons. Now we came over here to do something. To fight all the evil. Oh yes, I remember. Everything was bloody and terrible in here. But I can't seem to go anywhere. There's roots growing out of your fireplace, man. Well, that ain't it. Oh no, not into the basement. Evil little girl! Destroy!
Wait up!
I'm gonna catch you. Maybe I won't. That's a bad Teddy. She's giving me health, though. Hey, you ducked. That's not fair. Nice. I call myself a Teddy. One of 5 daughters of Oakville. Okay. Ah, I just closed the fridge. No! I wanted the food. Alright, well, we heard one more of those upstairs. Non-possumus, is that Teddy using the girl as a weapon? It looked like it, right? It's weird. What's that, There we go. Wow. So helpful. Alright, next. Oh, it's not making noise anymore. I guess it's outside. That's what little girls get for manhandling a teddy bear. If you say so, blah blah. Manhandler. Reminds me of Zelda. Hey, life! I don't have one, so I need it. Nice. I hear ghosts in there. Upstairs now? No. If there's anything I don't like about Ghosthunter, it's that it has no real, sense of direction. I bet you there's like a secret entrance in here that I missed. Yep. Not really secret, I'm just stupid, but... Well, that's not creepy at all. Hey, I see you in there. Slimer? I wanted the gift. Can I use this? Guess not. Why is your house so creepy? Is this platforming? I refuse. Also, this flashlight is useless. This flashlight is me. It looks safe. Looks like she's going between the rooms. I feel like I want to be able to do something about that. Huh? Squeaky floorboards? Whoa. You terrified the hell out of me, bear. I don't know where the light is coming from. I'm in the way now. Or she just jumps through it anyway. Oh, I see. She needs time to recover. I can use the doors to my own advantage. I'm not sure how. There's no fast way across this. She just jumps through every time. Ah, it's gonna be one of those annoying puzzles, isn't it? Why would you aim like that? And watch it go back and forth all night? Probably. Let's be honest. These are showing up as red? Weird. Never a good sign though, is it? She's not even bothered. What am I missing? Need to get to her before she recovers. Maybe I can use the doors to my own advantage. Well, I can't go through them. I have no idea. Anyone got any ideas? Flashlight it. I mean, I guess. Don't seem to be accomplishing a whole lot. I don't think the flashlight is used for anything. Oh, it's so hard to tell what the game expects of me. Any fast way across this? No. My guy doesn't want a wall hug here. There we go. Man, I hate puzzles like this. The doors. Do you mean these doors? Or you mean the green doors? That's some great advice, Eunuch, to set a bear trap under the portal, but we don't have those. Got some ammo, though. Anything I can move here? Like, can I push something in the way? No? Do not understand. Also, you guys show up as red. Huh. Weird. Does anyone have any ideas? Because this is... I have no idea. I'm stumped. Thanks, Nightbot. Thank you so much. Aiming around walls is not great. The moment I step in there, she gets mad. Oh, she ran already. It's quick. I miss Rule of Rose. Well, she was tired and couldn't jump through, but I couldn't interact with her at all. I guess I have to shoot her? Let's shoot the small ghost child. You can hear her panting. Then she recovers. That not work? Look, I'm scary. I know what you mean, blah blah. She's a blue target, so shooting normally won't work. Normally is the key word here. It's just like that man-pig thing from earlier, like... You couldn't shoot that either, even your guy said no effect, but when it's sleeping you can shoot it. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, man. Don't use little girls as power. Away with you. The little girl just bounced off. Yay, we did it. That was dumb. I guess... I think I picked up health from the other side. That was weird. Oh no. Whoa, thanks, camera. How far did she run? I see. I don't know what the hell. Die, Pinocchio. No, stay away. Crap. It's Pinocchio, the Tasmanian devil. I mean, it does tell you. Blah blah 1985. The annoying thing is that the puzzle is really simple, so simple that it's barely a puzzle. But the solution is not obvious at all. I mean, it does give you the hint, but it's so literal, you know, it's... I don't want to believe that's the way you do it, because it seems so stupidly simple. That makes any sense. Ah, straightforward. I like it. Whoa. I can't fit through there. Guess I'm done out here. Blah blah 1985. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's barely a puzzle at all. Yeah. True that. What the? How did that happen? Weird. Save as well. This is all under that hut in that swamp, by the way.
Need to find the missing piece.
Ah. But there were clouds. It's a Tasmanian devil. Okay, that barely hurts him at all. You caught Pinocchio. God, there's two of them. Why did he refuse to shoot? A little busy little lady. I'll tell Teddy off, how about that? Does Teddy want to play? Holy shit, he went down fast. Welp. There's a piece of the painting, I assume. Or picture. One down. One to go. So, for future notice, corporal things like the teddy bear, ballistic bullets work really well. Just blasted the heck out of it. Guess we'll try the other direction now. It's downwards. I want to touch it. Oh. It was bleeding ectoplasm all over. Why do I feel like there's something terrible in the water? Are those corpses? Yikes. Where did she run off to? She went up. Aren't you tired? I don't know where that leads. It's like a teleporter maze, but it's the enemy teleporting, and I gotta figure out where they went. Hang on, I didn't go up these stairs. Wait, huh? How does that add up? What? Am I going insane? I got some bad news for you, Teddy. It's called 12 gauge.
Yes.
Hello, PKCG. Oh wait, it's gotta be a painting piece down here somewhere. It's nice to see you, buddy. How does this place function? I feel like the ghost was messing with the doors. Like it teleported me upstairs and stuff. It was weird. Seems like it's normal now, though. Oh, this looks like a nice place. Got 2 picture pieces. All we gotta do now is return. What a room this is. Taken straight out of Doom. Well, we dealt with that pretty quickly, honestly. That wasn't too bad. How does that work? Oh. That's pretty trippy, actually. I like that. That's neat. Very neat. This place get even worse. This last I was here. Making terrifying sounds now. That really ain't helping much. Okay, I get it. Hey, Teddy. The fuck? Tell you one thing, they're good at making this place look creepy. Every time we go through it, it gets worse. They're not red anymore. How ominous. Also, no hole in the floor anymore. Nope. Wait. Now, nope. No, please. Do not want... Oh, wow. How you guys doing? Next. I'm the best Ghostbuster. Wow. This place is so unsettling. Oh, come on.
We'll never talk, this man and I, until the stars shine in the sky.
Oh, oh. Don't like this music. Did this game suddenly get scary? What happened? So laggy down here. The fuck? Huh? The hell? The stars in the sky, huh? But seriously, what the fuck? Hello? Yep, that's my cue to leave. You understand this, right? I want to light this weird star flashlight on the moonlit painting. This one here.
What fires your dreams unlocks my debt. The date I took my final breath.
Whatever you say, lady. Looks like we got some ghost puzzles. Or astral, I should say. Can she interact with these? The ghosts can? Hello, Poppy boy. It's been a while. How are you tonight? Alright, we can't open doors, so going this way is stupid. Maybe I'm a little early in trying to control this astral. Yeah, I think so. I bet all the clues are hidden in this room. I bet you're right. Looks like the front door. It's 24 degrees Celsius. It's 24 degrees Celsius, and since I'm British, I'm dying in this heat. Yeah, me too. I'm not British, but I'm still dying. 75 degrees for you Imperials. Yeah, it's hot. Well, you know, Poppy boy, that just means you're hot. Oh, So hot today, Poppy boy. Alright, let's see if we can do something stupid. Interact with it. Whoops. Didn't mean to jump out like that. I'll do that again. The controls switch around a little bit when you play as Astral. Why do you keep giving birth to a ghost? Hey man, why are you judging? I'm not sure I follow. Oh god, she's a Sith. That's a good thing. What the hell? That's different. One. This is getting kind of creepy.
11.
Yeah, 11. How's that gonna help me? $11. 11 what? Did it change when Astral used the button? Or was it just like going in a sequence? Let's find out. Looks like it's just going in a sequence. Cool, so waste of ghost energy. So why can't I play as Astral in here? Why do you perform a satanic ritual or just stand in ground? What do you have against Satanists, man? I don't understand your prejudice today. The lock
No way through.
Alright. 11, at least. That's all we know. Then there's that on the ceiling. That kind of bothers me too. I can't interact with it. This man looks like the guy from Left 4 Dead. Pretty sure this came first, though. So we can try the other way. I think I... Creepy. I've been here already, that's the... He did say all the clues were in that room. So maybe I should take that at face value, since the game wants me to do that. Alright, fine. Not sure. Huh? How do you know?
I've been to hell. I've never seen heaven. The number you need is 87.
87.
Whoa. Bad shot. capture those real quick. 1187? Is this... Is this... No, it's not. It's not Friday Night at Freddy's. So 1187, and now we need a day. Gotta be one more clue in here somewhere. Spectral binoculars. Lens. It's not very helpful. This just repeats itself? Yeah, okay. There's gotta be something in here it wants me to look at more closely since I got a lens. This thing is creepy. I don't like it. There's also nothing here for me to look at more closely. How odd. Well, I don't think this is open.
No way through.
So what is spectral vision for? It's a girl doing a rope jump. What's so creepy about that? It's part of a, like, weird spitting lamp. It's making ghostly images on the wall. Let's watch a little girl die again. Yay. Where's the last clue? I guess we'll try the spectral goggles. Oh. Making noise. Take that, rat. That was all the television people had back then. Can you use a lens with a flashlight? I mean, not really letting me use items that way. It just says lens. And I have a kaleidoscope. It's my trippy starlight. I used that on the spinning thing. That seems to provide no results. Whoa. Okay, I guess I got a third one. How do you figure 10?
November 1987.
Where do you get 10 from? Oh, really? Hello? Oh! Oh! Oh, hey. I see. Alright then. Hello, Ticey. Nice to see you. I found out when you died. No, I found out when you died. I thought we were friends. Too early. Right. Hooray. Blah blah 1985. My thought was to set something on fire using the lens to reveal something. Guess he found something already. I guess so. What does this ability do? Aha! I see. Yes? Go! That was awkward. Anything else in here? Not really. Go through? Nope, I'm not allowed to go through. Okay. Hooray. God, this bit. So much nostalgia. Yeah, it is an old game, that's for sure. Yo.
This way.
I don't trust you, but I'm going. I'm glad you did it. I need to catch up with your first two. This way! Runs back and forth. Not gonna lead me into a trap, are you? Okay. Shotgun lady, don't do it.
Put the gun down and step back.
They've stolen all I ever had. Don't like losing their own precious things, though. Oh no.
Don't shoot the child.
Always trying to run away, aren't you, little tree girl? Born to misbehave. They're filthy, more like animals. Hardly fit to live.
Final warning. Gun down now.
Or what? Okay, if you were just gonna capture her, why even warn her? Put the gun down or I will throw this ghost capturing mine on you. I don't know, I'm confused too. Put the cookie down. You're an athletic little girl, aren't you? Jesus. Oh, good. Feeling terrifying in the water. My favorite. Ah, well. Just stop me? Is that it? Well, it won't let me go there, so I guess, back. Oh, hey. Controls. Ah, yes. You know, I'm glad he used the gun and not his bare hands. That makes a lot more sense than using his bare hands. Because there wouldn't be any skin left. Camera? Camera, please. Just not appear to be doing anything. I guess it's not a ghost. Aha, okay, I get it. That's not how crocodiles work. I think I might throw up in real life if I saw that.
Yep, I definitely ordered thin crust.
Dude.
Stay down.
Not what I was expecting it to say.
Mama's right here. Want her? Come and get her.
I saw some ammo here somewhere. Relax, Godric. I'm just picking up some ammo somewhere. I thought I saw some ammo. Maybe not. Oh well. What are you doing? They're hurting each other. I could lure him to the porches. If you say so. The building hurt him. I see. Hey, friend. Right in the butt. That's gonna hurt. Oh, it didn't hurt that much. What else will hurt him? I guess just make him hit the house some more? Maybe not. Next house, I guess. That was a dumb boss fight. Oh, I attack houses. It hurts too much. I go home now.
Come on, let's go!
And now for the hovercraft part of Resident Evil 5. Dude, you're going too fast. Whoa, you just stopped on a dime. Amazing. Incredible. That's how boats boat. Yeah, I think you're right. Save yourself, little girl. I'm going first. Oh, his life bar is back. Time to have him smack some more objects around here. I feel a little cornered. They're weakening each other. Yes, they are. Well, if I ever need a ghost energy. Wouldn't you rather go kill your buddy? What a butt. Ooh. Look at all the energy around. Jesus. I'm slowing down my game. We made this action-packed boss fight where you don't do anything. You're mine now. And you! I think I've forgotten about you.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
Well, I take my hat off to you, boy. You did it. Never thought I'd see
Some sort of trying to kill you.
She's a brave girl.
you. Mumford?
Won't be troubling you anymore.
Well, good riddance. Now, Slicker, about our little misunderstanding upriver. Hope you're happy to leave bygones as bygones and shake hands in a...
I'm afraid it's my job to arrest every single one of you. But who's gonna believe the police report? So, I guess that leaves you in the clear. There is one thing, though. Time to go.
Yeah, that's
Good luck,
fair.
boy. I hope you find a professor. Scrawny little city boy with hands like a messy. Look who's on the floor. You ain't no son of mine, Junior. You sure ain't no son of mine.
Welp. Alright then. A weird boss fight. Inconvenient, but pretty satisfying conclusion. I'll give him that one. Zardon!
Officer Jones, welcome back.
Hi. That partner?
Your partner?
Yeah, the one you said was through that gateway, remember?
Ah, yes. Still within school boundaries.
What?
What?
Has been all along.
What?
Necessary subterfuge on my part, I'm afraid.
You mean I just
Ugh.
went through half a mile of shit for nothing?
2.5 miles to be precise, but certainly not for nothing. You have captured some excellent specimens, not least your final quarry, the Swamp Phantom, a momentous source of energy, has enhanced my functioning substantially. Note that each destination will have one such formidable creature at its heart, each of them unleashed by your
Yeah, guilt trip.
This professor sure did program you to nag, didn't he? I mean, he could have taught you to smile or sing country and western, but oh no. Just to nag on and on about one single mistake a man made.
Your success has allowed me to generate additional weaponry for your use. Take these.
Ooh.
Give me those.
As for knowledge, you have gathered certain pages of the professor's diary. The remainder of those memoirs contain the full answers you are seeking. Internal memory now sufficiently restored to access further knowledge of Astro. Human form. Name, Kate L. Occupation, assistant to the professor. She played a critical role in his success.
That's why he calls her K.
Sort of.
Affirmative.
You know where?
Negative.
Oh. Anyway, let's get going. Where's Steele?
In the new school building. You should now have sufficient firepower to enter.
You're sure she's in there?
Affirmative.
No more necessary subterfuges.
That I guarantee.
Good.
Of course, such a guarantee could in itself represent a necessary subterfuge, and therefore represent little in the way of gathering.
You suck, Zardon. Grenade launcher. Now it's Resident Evil. Cool. Well, as always, we gotta go ahead and Steam, our newfound friends. Lady the Montford's mutant ghost son has become part of the Swamp Phantom. Fused forever with the alligator that took his life. Sad. Let's steam him again. And here's the lady herself, Lady the Montford, eccentric landowner driven mad by the death of her son, took her own life and then terrorized the villagers for years to come. Let's steam her. Ah, Sons of Oakville. Kidnapped and enslaved in death, they stalk the mansion house looking to vent their rage. I'm gonna vent my rage in terms of steam. Ah, yes, this flipping thing. Liquid beast. Roaming the swamps, origins unknown. Seen it. 12 daughters of Oakville. No, that's a bear. Projecting their personalities into their favorite toy. Oh, it's not a comma, it's a period. Projecting their personalities into their favorite toy. When threatened, they become the mutant ghost Teddy. Oh, wait. How could I forget? You get some steam, too. Howler. I hate these things. I hope they all die. Re-die. Cowardly and squalid, a Howler always flees. His screams will awaken the dead. He needs to be captured without being seen. Hammer Knight. Oh. Sorry, I forgot. Again. Die. Die. Enjoy this steam, bastard. I think we saw the Hammer Knight already. And the Crossbow Knight. 17 of these blue spooks, though. Bunch of Revenants. Yeah, that's all of them. Cool. Let's see. We'll keep going a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna call it for today. I got more Elden Ringing to do. I am smart, yes. Ah, camera. Ah, stop it. I'm actually curious about something. Give me just one moment, please. I want to look at something real quick, like. Right. Interesting. I thought I might be able to speed it up a bit, but no, we'll just stick with normal. Sorry about that. I don't mean speed up the game, I mean like speed up the emulator so it runs a bit better. I'll have to experiment with that off camera. Hey Tyc, if you're still watching, how much is left of this game, do you think? Just out of curiosity. Quite a bit, okay.
No way through.
So it's a decently long game then. You've only done the first area. first out of how many? Please say 4. Shrug. Alright. That's okay. I feel like there's only one way for me to go, and it's using Astral up there. Yeah. Okay. I was just double checking. Use the boomstick. Not sure where you want me to use it. Was it the place where it said I can't get any further? This is a weird looking grenade launcher. Huh. Works the way it's supposed to. Sure is a lot of hanging cloth around this place. We'll play until the next checkpoint, and we'll call it there, I think. Unless it's, like, right here. Hey, finally! That supposed beauty.
I can't open them. Try and find another way, Steel.
You have guns!
I'm trying. Where's... Look out. Watch out, he's there.
You have guns! Kick it! Tackle it! Shoot it!
Officer Jones. Officer Jones. Officer Jones, that door is not going to open with the use of brute force.
I know that, smartass, but he's got Steel in there. And this is called natural human behavior.
It is called wasting valuable time.
Fine. So is there another way in?
Negative.
You said it.
An impasse. Recommend you continue exploring the school. We need more power.
More power! You should be sufficiently powerful to get there. 5 minutes later. You need more power!
Quiet.
Not how stairs work. Oh, hey! Hey! Awfully rude. Ow! Fine, I'll be quiet. You're the one making the noise, damn it! Hey. You son of a bitch.
Quiet!
Ow. Damn it, I had poltergeists. I'm lucky this isn't phasmophobia. Snap my neck by now.
No talking, please.
I actually died here when I was younger. I can relate.
Quiet.
Damn it! Alright, I have an idea. What happened to all my cool lights?
Quiet.
I lost them? Oh, come on. Ah! Stop! I hate this. I hate this so much.
Quiet.
Nope. It's not about being silent.
Quiet.
What am I missing?
Quiet. No talking, please.
Ow!
Quiet.
I hate this game's puzzles sometimes.
Quiet.
I am quiet.
Quiet.
Not really a wall hug though, is it?
Quiet. No talking, please.
I don't even want to talk anymore. Oh good, more poltergeists. I need to make some smoke. Whoa. How do I change this thing's ammo? I know this thing can fire smoke rounds. Probably for the better. You're making so much noise. Alright, so I'm confused and lost and kind of sad. Squares goes into first person. Once. Weird. Janitor. There we go. Maybe square in the weapon menu. I can try that. Oh. Hmm. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe I haven't discovered smoke grenades yet, or whatever. The game usually tells me the buttons I need to know. Moving that wheel probably accomplished something, at least. Sorry, I keep hitting R1 on accident. Ow! Dang you. No loot in here that I can see. I'm guessing smoke will reveal the poltergeists. Hey! That was an unfair hit. There's the bathroom again. What did turning the valve do? It's locked, right? I have no idea. X doesn't do anything. L2 doesn't do anything. I get the feeling I just don't have access to smoke rounds yet. D-pad doesn't do anything. Yeah. Huh. I'm lost. I don't know. This game is very good at making me get lost.
No talking, please.
Oh, God.
Quiet. Quiet.
You be quiet. Oh shit. Yeah, that didn't work.
Quiet.
Arts I see. Give me some backseat gaming. What am I missing?
No talking, please.
Yeah, well, I'm lost, so help me out. It's different depending on which room you're in. Hang on, so it's actually possible for me to find the ones in the room where the stairs fly away? Or am I missing something?
Quiet!
Oh. Well, how am I supposed to know that? One thing I really dislike about Ghosthunter is that, while it doesn't really hold your hand much, it does for some really stupid things that you can probably figure out pretty easily, but then, like, there's puzzles like this where it's like, so what do I do? The game doesn't tell you anything. I seem to be defaulting back to the bathrooms. So I hit this thing in here. I could probably make smoke. I don't know what this is. Water valve. I guess that was all that was in here. Wrong button. Now make a fire somewhere. Sure, I can make a fire. Sprinklers isn't smoke. That's water. That doesn't make sense. It's not even steam. Alright, I'm gonna go in here and make a fire. Somehow. Nothing to interact with. Stop throwing shit at me. Ow. Oh, I found a switch. A switch that makes the... That doesn't make any sense. Oh, stop throwing stuff. So press the switch to blow up the TV in the sink. But put that there. Excuse me. It's smoky in here. No, not the bathroom. Get out of there, useless. Hey. Again, the game gives you an obvious hint. Whoa. Already got a fire going on in here. Now we spread the gas or the smoke by hitting the switch. Which somehow reveals one that was right next to me. Oh, come on. Should we do something about all the fires we're starting? I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Whoa. Hello, friend. Nice to see you. Oh, that was easy. Ow. Oh, I didn't realize it was just like a melee attack. How weird. These don't look like poltergeists, or at least not what I expect poltergeists to look like. Ow! Get dabbed on.
Yes.
Yes! He's so excited. He'll make a great Ghostbuster. Yes! Looks like I need something. Ow! It's unfair hits, man. Oh, come on. No, not the switch, you moron. Yes, put that upside down bottle on top of that. Alright. Ah, this is stressful. Alright, now there should be one more on the next floor, right? I'm doing okay on health still. What's the point of charging the gun? Doesn't seem to do that much. That pistol's pretty bad. He can't get me on the stairs. I got 1 foot down in the steps, you can't get me. That's the rules. Oh, I hate you. Thank God. RuneScape logic. Yeah. You know what? Wasn't there health there before? The game just remove it again? Dang it. No, you already numbed it. Don't question me. I have a good short-term memory. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Quiet.
So, was there a place I can use Astral? I don't remember.
No talking, please.
There's no new, like, place where I can use Astral all of a sudden in here, is there? Oh, it's saved.
Quiet.
What? I got stuck on something. What did it say when I walked in here? I don't know. Strange. I'll take it though. I think we'll leave off here for tonight. How about that? Man, the chat is just a bunch of Ty-C. Ty-C here, Ty-C there, Ty-C everywhere. So yeah, I'm sorry it's just the usual 2 hours, but you know, I get sleep around this time, and I want to get a little bit of Elden Ring in before I go to bed. Yeah, that's what I do. Ty-C, I'm like a bad rash. I don't know, man. You're more enjoyable than a bad rash. Yannick, thanks for the stream. You're welcome, buddy. PKCG, thanks for the stream. Again, you're welcome. Trying to think if there's anything new I need to talk about. Not really. I really just gotta get my hands on a new tripod for my phone so I can start recording cooking videos next week. That should be fun, if not a little bit anxious. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, Useless. It'll be okay. Oh yeah, there's not much else to talk about. I'm gonna be online for another hour or two, just gonna be hanging around with Ty-C probably, playing some Elden Ring, modding stuff. And that's... Yeah, you know my pain, Non-Possumus. You know my pain. Achievement unlocked. Streamed 3 days in a row. Woo! Remember when I streamed like 2 months in a row? Good times. Alright, anyways. As always, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. It was also nice to see you, Ty-C, although, you know, I guess we did talk earlier today, but it's nice regardless, damn it. Yeah, if you are watching this on VOD, I hope you enjoyed. Until then, friends, take care of each other. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night.